Meet your desk. Make it
It's
your
your
own.
desk. They're your beats.
So it's output settings. I should probably fucking. Jesus Christ.
Someone subscribed to our channel yesterday. Did y'all get that notification?
Yeah, I was actually checking that out the other day too.
Is it a legit user? Or is that a thing on YouTube to have, like, spam followers?
I don't know, because I get a lot of those on Twitter.
Yeah, so do I.
Yeah.
Or I get really hot girls that poke me on Facebook, and I'm just like,
That's
what,
on
you're
other
fake?
Fucking account.
And I'm like, if you're real, poke me back. I want a message.
No, it's like those accounts where you go to the bio and it's like, click here to see more or whatever.
When I put the
And then
words
you click
live
and it
stream
just-
in the title, it like it's significantly more watchers.
Just because our listeners are stupid.
Yeah, if you're
Now.
And hello. Thank you for joining the Mental Mutation conversation.
Mental mutation conversation.
My name
Back in your life.
My name is Gary.
And
my name's Garrett Maples, and if you're
Corey
listening
Anguish.
to this, you are the lucky woman Dylan has seduced.
Wop, wop, wop.
Put the cameras
Oh,
on.
to be
I'm
in
gonna
your
do a little
shoes.
live editing right now too, boys. So. Oh, I don't have anything plugged in either. Oh, I need that.
There we go.
Did you like that hungover note I just held?
That was a perfect
Yeah,
C.
did that make your
Those are hard to hit.
head throb?
No, it actually opened me up a little bit.
Clears the sinuses.
Yeah. Well,
I get up every morning and I scream.
Has anything gone on in the news that we haven't? That I mean, ultimately, I think that Hillary was so deep in with Russia. Oh, we'll get right into this. I think that Hillary was so deep into Russia that they convinced everyone that it was Trump. It was the other way around.
See, you're gonna have to give me a quick crash course on what's going on, because I don't really pay attention.
I
to
just
the
feel
news.
like the way that they've like shifted things so that he looks bad is like
About the whole like working with Russia. The guy who's investigating Trump is getting fired or whatever.
Yeah, and no one cares about that. They're just like, just tell us Trump did something. That's all that people care about. Like they don't care about if they would figure it out, they would be like, oh, you all got duped by an old lady. You all know that, right? All those women that were crying in the street.
I would fuck the shit out of Hillary.
That's what people were doing. That's exactly how people were acting whenever she lost.
You're like trying
I
to,
can already
to
tell.
like throw shade at the Hillary fans. You're like, that's the face they make when they cry. They're ugly when they cry.
That's right, ugly when you cry.
If you like Hillary and you're listening to this, fuck you. Press the X button.
I feel like
Fuck
we
you.
say that at least once in a
If
podcast.
you like
If you're
Hillary.
listening to this, fuck you.
Bill Clinton, if you're listening, I know you did it. I know. You have no
Oh,
respect
man.
for
They're about to
women.
stop making Gibson guitars.
Really?
Yeah,
What?
they're
Well, I mean, think about it. There's a bunch out there, man.
they're in $256 million worth of debt right now.
Oh, did you see
Dude,
the
I would
Toys R
not.
Us thing too?
I would not think that for like one of the biggest guitar companies.
Yeah, the CEO, he was like, I really wanted to be the Nike of
I thought they kind of
the Nike of the music lifestyle.
weren't they?
dude, that's
Kind
not
of.
the
Close.
Nike.
And he was like, and
It's
quite
not?
frankly, now that this has come up, I have to frankly step back from these ambitions.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, Nike in what sense? Because Gibson is like, if you have a Gibson, it's like pretty cool. Like, you obviously spent some money on the guitar. When you don't see it, you see people with Nikes all the time.
Oh, I thought the Gibson thing was kind of like generic.
Well, I guess you see with people with Gibson too, but
I thought it was kind of generic, yeah. Not generic, I just mean like I thought it was like kind of domestic. You know what I mean? It's a common thing. It's a common
yeah.
thing.
Maybe I just have a Gibson. I'm trying to be all badass. I'm like,
Hey,
there's
well,
not many
don't
people like
understand
me.
how great they are.
Yeah.
There's not
Do you
many of us
understand how
out there.
expensive this was?
If any of my Gibson brothers are listening,
Gibsonites.
You hear like one of the
Join me.
neighbors go like,
Gibsonians.
like
neighbor,
a
like,
Gibson
calls-
call.
Yeah.
We're like, it makes a G. We're like, Gibson.
It's like a gang sign.
Where are my G brothers?
Oh man.
We're meeting at this. We're having a meetup at the Guitar Center.
All the Gibson.
Bring your Gibson.
All the G brothers, people mistake that, and a bunch of gay guys show up.
Make sure you go and like the page.
Make sure you go and like the page. We have a G Brothers page.
We'll send everyone out the invites on Facebook. I fucking hate Facebook invites.
We're meeting up to kick
Sorry,
Epiphone's
Michael.
ass.
Anyone with an Epiphone, show up with your weapon of choice.
We have a monthly like baseball game versus people who play Epiphone.
It's like the
Softball.
Sandlot.
Definitely playing softball.
The guys who use Gibson are definitely like the ones who show up in like the baseball outfits and shit.
It's
Like the
Garrett and,
actual
a bunch of
uniforms.
11-years-olds. You just whooping ass.
Oh, it's that. I like looking at the camera like, what is there a pile of back there? Shit. Throw it behind you. So you look like the delinquent. Oh, thank you. Good job.
So for those listening right now at 10:01 a.m.
Did we tweet?
Oh, man, I don't give a fuck about that.
I'll tweet.
It does it on its own, though.
Oh, does it really?
Well, ours does. I mean, you know what I mean? Like
the pages.
like when I click stream on here, it goes to our
Twitter?
our
Oh,
Twitter.
okay.
But you can just share that one
Yeah.
on your Twitter. You know what I mean? But I mean, you can do whatever. I don't care. I'm just saying, like, I just figured that out the other day. That we were like reposting something that was already being posted on it by itself. I forgot that I even turned that on.
Do you need me to help you put this on?
Oh man, I'm good, bro.
So Corey bought a Rolex in New York.
Did you really? Let's see it. You like don't want to get it close to me. You're like, it's not fake. You're like, see, it says Rolex. Did you buy? It was like
Don't break
one of the
that
fake
mold.
ones or actual
that's
real one?
$20.
Oh,
I'm not
hell
trying to
yeah.
buy a fucking real shit.
I think it'd actually be kind of badass to have a real Rolex.
Yeah,
But-
dude.
I don't think
you'd be
that
so
they're that
paranoid
great.
all the fucking time anytime you took it off.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Avery has a real Rolex,
Well,
but it's like,
Avery's a bitch.
God damn it.
Just kidding.
yeah, I don't know when I'd ever have the money, or even if I had a shitload of money, I wouldn't spend like 30 grand on a watch.
That's how much it is?
That's
Like a nice one. You could get a real Rolex for like $4,000.
Man, Dylan, you're doing a great job of getting in that frame today. I really like it.
let me
Are you
Google the
being
price.
Not
sarcastic?
being serious. Super
Well,
serious.
Then thank you.
You're welcome.
So to our listeners, we're gonna sing Corey a happy early birthday song.
Dude, it's your birthday too. We're gonna do it in the middle. Oh, don't do it right now. Let's
Average Rolex price
They're like, dude,
is
don't need that.
don't
8,500.
do it without candles.
Is 8,500 is average.
Do you think that that fake sales and things like that bring those prices down, or?
Well, supposedly in like the fake, someone told me like with a fake watch, it's still expensive for like a good fake Rolex,
Mhm.
like $1,000 compared to 8,000. And I'm like, if you're gonna spend
the
that,
exact same way,
that's true.
a lot
But-
of that happens.
You mean like it would be essentially like the same quality almost?
Same thing. Maybe like cheaper metal or something like that. But who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? It's so weird.
I don't
man.
think it's cheap or anything. I think the only reason the markup on Rolex is so fucking high is because it's Rolex. You know, it's the brand.
So
They
it's like
probably
an
limit on
actual.
how many they make too.
It would be pretty much equivalent to like a normal watch. It's not gonna like break easily,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a plastic
yeah,
fake one or
yeah.
something.
Yeah, this thing's been fucking solid so far. I haven't just taken all the time.
Well, there's like really shitty fake ones that are like would fall up. Can you change the battery on that one and stuff?
I don't know. Probably not.
I mean, not like
I mean,
it
I had
matters,
like
but
a $200 Michael Kors watch that lasted me forever. I lost it in Arkansas. Yeah.
you're like, I'm never going
So-
back there.
Some siblings are fucking on top of it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I like 30 Corey. He's more
Banana
silly.
No.
He's sillier.
Let me loose.
You're like,
We
after my
actually
30s, I'm
established
just
he's
gonna
only
stop
15.
caring. You like just start doing like intentionally silly things. You're like, I'm just so silly in
You
my
have banana
30s.
goop all over your fucking hat.
Oh, silly Corey.
He has so many of them unstored.
You're like, I'm just.
What are you up all night writing these?
Yeah. We look down and Corey's like,
Got these quips here on my hand.
he pulls out like a flute. He's like, woo.
You're like, I'm just so silly in my 30s.
Oh man.
And then you're like,
a squirt flower.
You're like-
clown overnight.
you're like, and you pull out like a bandana.
he waits for someone to sneeze or cough, and he's like, here, use mine.
And
And you like reach in your sleeve and like pull out flowers.
These are for our watchers.
Man.
And then you like snap, and there's like flowers in front of their TV screen.
Yeah, oh.
It turns into actual magic.
I like that.
And then it's just you
Silly
really close
shit
up on the
went
camera.
deep.
You're like, mind freak.
David Blaine, mind freak.
It's Chris Angel.
I know it's Chris Angel.
Get it right, Chris Angel.
David Blaine mind freak. I like that. That's great.
Who do you prefer, David Blaine or Chris Angel?
Dude, David Blaine, hands down.
Yeah.
Are you
yeah,
serious?
He'll
yeah.
bite like a quarter in half and just be nonchalant about it. Chris Angel's like, I'm not doing anything without my fedora. And then he's like, watch me levitate. And he like puts his other foot on the ground, just like,
David Blaine did the same thing though.
yeah.
No,
dude.
I feel like David Blaine tries to be more of like a stunt man almost.
Really?
Like
I
he,
feel like the other way around. I feel like Chris Angel does the bigger things. I mean,
Then again-
David Blaine literally walks right up to people and does crazy shit.
well,
Yeah,
he
but
does
he also-
magic shit, and then he also did like the holding breath thing, which I
Yeah.
was like, is that even magic? That's not magic.
It like cut everyone's TV
That's
shows
just
off. It was
skill.
like an emergency broadcast. Everyone had to fucking watch it.
David
That is
Blaine
so
has been
true.
holding his breath.
when they did that, that was on like every single channel.
It was like a national thing.
It didn't he
but
not
he was
get
like
it?
hanging
No.
above Times Square. No, they had to jerk him out of that thing, dude. He was gonna die. He almost fucking killed himself.
David, the first man to nationally broadcast his suicide.
No, dude, what was that politician's name that blew his head
I
off?
don't know, but I know exactly what you're
The
talking
video's
about.
online.
Yeah. There's also another guy, and he might be like a Swiss guy, and he's really into like water escapes and stuff, like Houdini. But one time he got fucked up, like in public.
Houdini.
No, well, I think
mean, he
Houdini
died.
did too. Yeah, but Houdini's thing was that I believe that he was attacked. We should really so I would like to. We can do this show where we're fucking around, but I would really like to do another one where we just like really
Conspiracy?
stick to the subject. Not even conspiracies. Let's just research some shit. You know what I mean, and know what we're talking about.
We can
Houdini
start
got
doing that on
punched
this
in the
one.
stomach and died.
That's what I've always heard too.
Yeah, he had this bit where he would like tense up his stomach and he would ask anyone in the audience to come
Yes.
punch him as hard as he could. And after a show one time, this dude he was like,
He was like, I heard you can get punched right in the stomach,
And then he sucker punched
Yeah,
him.
and he's like laying back on like a table or something.
Yeah.
He's like laying back on a couch or something like
Yeah.
that, and the dude just like drops a fucking bomb. On
Yeah.
him. But they say he might have had stomach cancer too.
Well, they say he died of internal bleeding.
Yeah, but what if he just had like a?
that guy must have punched him pretty fucking hard.
Yeah, dude, he was like,
To like lacerate
I've
his.
never actually looked it up. These are just all things that I've always heard about. Dude, did you ever hear that?
About him getting punched in the stomach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
our dad would tell us that all the time. Oh yeah, whenever I thought I
That
had,
was like a dad fact.
What? Yeah, that's how I don't know if it's real or not.
no, whenever I was like a really douchey 15-year-old and I had like abs, I would be,
Oh, so
I
you
would,
were like me.
yeah, I would tell every, yeah.
You
I
would
was
do a
out-
Houdini bit at
No,
lunch.
I would tell anyone. I'm like, punch me in the abs. Feel how hard they are. And then every time Dad saw someone do it, he's like, Dylan, that's how Houdini died.
Don't be showing up people. Don't be showing
Dylan's the
up
guy who
muscles.
sits in the courtyard at lunch, and he's like, they're like,
He's the
dude,
one that went out like
everyone,
this at all
you
times.
gotta go see the guy in the courtyard. He's letting anyone just fucking punch him in the stomach.
I'm a sneak attack when
Coach
he's down on the
Buckner goes out
couch.
there.
As soon as he lays down, I'm a sneak attack his ass.
Coach Buckner goes out there. He's like, let me at him.
Dude, Coach Buckner's daughter was like 4 months premature.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
Oh, there we go. Got to the bottom of it.
Yeah.
She's the winner.
I said, are you serious?
You're the
I'm like,
winner of the premature baby
Oh.
experience.
Hope she's doing well. Probably not.
It's my Uber driver yesterday on the way downtown was he was playing Christian gospel music when we got in, so I knew at some point in the ride it was gonna.
something was gonna.
He was
come
just
out.
gonna be like, "Where do you go to church at?" And he did. It was exactly, he's like, "Oh, you guys go to church over there?" And we were like, "What?" He's like, "Church."
That's how he tries to transition, like subliminally bring that in. He's
I
like,
was trying to ask him where he got his gold teeth at, and he's fucking trying to come at me with church.
Yeah, Corey's like, I'm actually the pastor at Fellowship of the Parks.
Oh,
Come
man, I
out.
should have told him that I
Yeah.
was up on the ladder.
you're a pastor that's plastered in his backseat.
This was before I got drunk. It was before I got drunk. This is pre-drunken.
He's like, hey, where y'all from? You go to
See the
church
one
out
that
there?
Kristen filmed you talking to him.
Yeah.
You're like, wow, that's crazy.
I was being so.
You're being all Owen Wilson-y in his backseat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh man. Wow. Oh fuck. He got me good. I just realized I do that all the fucking time. Wow. I just realized that he's that exact same.
Not only are you not the Badlands, you're also very Owen Wilson-esque.
Yeah, I'm the furthest thing from Roy
Yeah.
Boy possible. I am. I do that all the time. Where I'm just like,
You're like, yeah, I'll go to church out there.
yeah, I mean, we've been down there before.
Might do it
Wow,
again.
it's gonna be
Start
great.
feeling-
We're gonna go
He's
out
really
there.
good at this. I can't handle
You know, Owen Wilson's actually a fucking awesome skater.
Oh yeah. He used to be in skate videos.
Yeah.
like a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
It
sponsored?
blew my mind the first time I saw it.
Yeah. No, he like nollie kick flips to a fucking nose grind down the stair rail.
Yeah.
Dude, pull it up.
Are you serious?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious, dude.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll pull it up.
Wait, he actually nollie kickflips down like a
No,
rail?
dude, he's fucking good.
Yeah, he's great. Oh, that's your phone, not mine. Wow. I was gonna reach all the way across you.
Every time Garrett says, "Are you serious?" Siri pulls up.
No, dude.
Are you serious?
Are you serious?
Hey Siri.
Hey, Siri.
Disobedient bitch.
Hey,
Disobedient.
well, if you have your low power mode, or low battery, it won't work. Hey Siri,
I've got it on. No, it's not on low battery.
communicate with Garrett Siri. That's right, you don't get it, bitch.
Wait, let's try and do your Hey Siri, then my Hey Siri to that Hey Siri.
Yeah, but I think you just need to reprogram your thing. Like you just need. That's all you got to do.
to,
Garrett's
like,
like,
recognize my voice.
Yeah. I was over just say redo that.
Garrett's like,
I thought you knew.
you make an email account and I'll make an email account and then we can email each other.
Had that shit the other day. He said, "There's got to be some way."
We sign up an automatic email system to an automatic email. Whoa.
He said, "There's got to be some way that we can all send each other files and messages." I said, "Yeah, the fucking group message."
I wasn't like trying to propose an invention. Like we invent that. I'm like, dude,
Man,
what if we
I know.
created a system where we could actually send files virtually?
That's like on the same level as
We'll
us trying
call
to
it-
tell Garrett that
And then
Usyk had
I
weed.
try and make a documentary about us that's kind of like
We'll
the
call
network
it the intercom.
with Mark Zuckerberg.
Intercom. Intercom.
Yeah,
Intercommunications.
We can call it electronic mail.
Hey, do you guys like vampires?
Vampires.
Depends on what kind of vampire.
30 Days of Night vampires.
30
yes.
Days of Night vampires are fucking dope.
So you
If it's like
ones? Okay.
Dracula, bitch.
What? Damn, dude.
I like Nosferatu.
So you guys want your vampire to almost be zombie-ish because like
Well,
that's
like,
kind of what they
no, like
Like
ravenous
a
creatures.
thinking. It's
rabid,
Ravenous.
like they're really smart,
Yeah, like
but they are also
rabies.
vicious when it comes to killing. That's what I like.
okay, but they're smart by like a drive for blood, or are they actually
No,
smart?
like, have you seen 30 Days of Night?
Yeah,
They like find a way into they like shut off all their electricity and shit. Like they know to do that,
They look like humans, but they have like all black eyes and shit.
and like fucking weird
Dope.
teeth.
dope.
I'm trying to get my eyes tattooed.
Are you really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Like the eyeball,
Dude,
like
I
want 'em
cannot
black.
imagine that pain.
I don't think it hurts.
dude. Black would be weird because it'd be black, then you have like the green, and then
I'm getting this.
What
shit
about like
all
one slip up
You're
and it
getting
like
your
fucks up your
cornea
I'm
vision?
getting a
done.
whole. I'm gonna get fucking black, and then yeah, even if they don't get black enough, I'm gonna get fucking black.
I suppose you don't have
Contacts.
your eyelids tattooed yet.
Get contacts. What are we gonna put on there?
What are you gonna put on
Dumbass.
your eye?
Black. I'm just gonna get black.
Then get black.
You should
Okay.
get eyes tattooed
I'm
on your
glad you're open to
eyelids.
You should just do the other side of your head with that black sketching shit. You know what I mean? Like dark it out.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I don't know if I want to.
Just making a canvas for
I have a
Harvey
bunch of
to
that.
tattoo.
Oh, fuck that shit.
No, that'd be
That was a terrible idea.
What happened to?
no. Have you seen
watching
those
Owen
like
Wilson skate?
tattoo video or pictures where parents like let their kid tattoo them?
Fucking remote right here. Goddamn, Dylan, you live here too.
I didn't want to say this on the internet, but my wife left me, and Corey's let me stay in his closet
I have a couch you can sleep on. You can't sleep on it here, but
in the garage.
You're like,
Well,
oh,
you
you
know.
can sleep on in the garage.
no, but you're gonna have to. Yeah, I mean, you can find
Like,
somewhere
sorry,
to put
we
it.
just
As
got
long
new
as it's
couches.
not on the property. I'm just like on the other side of the mailbox.
He like thought you were talking about his living room couch, and then you're like, yeah, dude, the garage. Like we just got a new couch. I can't let you sleep on this couch.
Yeah. You fucking reek, dude.
But those garage ones, those are more your level couch.
I mean, your wife doesn't even love you. Why am I gonna let you sleep on my fucking?
Yeah.
It's like maybe if you patch things over with Zoe, you can sit on my couch.
Well, Zoe knows the fate of my relationship balances in her hands. So
If me and Zoe break up, me and Corey made an agreement that him and Chris have to break up.
It's a contractual agreement.
damn.
She tries to leave.
You know what?
Corey and Kristen have a kid, babe. We can't.
You want to do this to them?
Think about that boy.
Yeah. What's he gonna do? You want him to grow up in a broken home?
Like you.
There's a
Like
reason-
you and like me. You're like, what? You want me to call my mom? You want me to call my mom?
Me.
Let's call her.
Mom, why'd you fucking cheat on Dad, you bitch?
Oh my god.
There's a reason Rascal Flatts didn't say God bless the broken home.
Oh my god. You've gone too deep.
You know what I was thinking about when we were talking about like war and shit?
Yeah.
Super.
You make us sound like such bitches.
When we were talking about how much we all love war.
Oh man.
No, like super death metal bands, the ones who like paint their faces and like have like dead cattle and shit on stage. I'm like, do those guys take that seriously or?
Oh yeah, it's very serious.
I don't know. You don't think there's at least one band just doing it for like an act?
Watch this shit, Garrett.
Here's the thing: is that like I feel like it would be figured out.
Like
by
war.
other serious
Kind of. We
people.
talked about that with like
Yeah, I
kind
think
of
they're
war.
goofy. They're kind of like,
Do you think they take it seriously?
no, and I think that's like where the magic in a lot of that comes from. Is that like things? That's my thing. Is like I've always thought Limp Bizkit was just like so fucking cool, dude. Like they're so cool, man. But like that's my. I'm like they're not serious. They were never serious. They were never meant to be a serious
They just like
band.
made it big.
Yeah, and that's what makes it better to me. That's what seems to make it a
Like,
little bit cooler.
It's almost they're taking it serious by realizing that it's not serious.
You're like, wow, this is kind of became a thing. You know,
yeah.
like if this got
But like
popular,
their
we're
thing,
like, damn,
like
we
they're
weren't
not
being
trying
serious.
to fake to you that they're serious. Like
I think they did after. I think they started to, and that's where people started to get pissed. Okay, it's kind of like the man's not hot thing that I showed you. You know what I mean? Like, is that guy a rapper or is he a comedian? Man's Not Hot's not a real song,
But,
it
I
is a
think
real
the
song.
reason people actually like him is because he like went into it not taking it serious, not like tries to sell you bullshit
Yeah.
type thing.
Have you seen the Wheeler Walker Jr. thing?
No.
Okay. Well, there's this country singer, and his name is Wheeler Walker Jr., and he has all these like songs that are like super offensive to like Southern people and things like that. We can watch a little bit of it, but it usually it's like
Is that Eric Costin?
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Yeah, this is old as fuck, too. I am Owen Wilson.
You're very close.
He is.
Just right there. He was like, you know, when I call you up, you better fucking have something going on.
Right.
Don't you fucking call
you
me.
can't do that,
Doesn't
man.
work- It doesn't work like that.
Garrett's really good at
It
being
just doesn't
impressive.
work like that. Yeah, Garrett is really good at it.
He's been practicing the mirror for years.
Let's go out in the garage and smash my nose a couple more times.
Fucking
and I'll be-
Nacho, dude. Do you smell that?
Yeah, you wanted him.
Now breathe
know.
in.
This is why we're here.
He's very like announced, like kind of has the same vocal pattern with everything he says. He's like, no, 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 no. You know what I'm
Like
saying?
yeah, like the beat of it's almost like the
Yeah.
beat of his pattern. Yeah, I know what you mean. Who is that in the back of the car there?
Bob Burnquist.
The biker. He showed up to our elementary school one time.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. He came for that little.
I don't know, Matt Hoffman.
Dude, fucking Siri just went off.
No, not Bob Burnquist was a skater actually.
No, you're thinking of
Matt Hoffman,
Yeah, that's what I said.
no. What's the one they made a game of?
Dave Mira,
Dave Mira.
Man,
R.I.P.
wow.
All right, Owen.
Did you?
Hey, watch this shit.
Yeah, I just want to see him fucking nollie this rail.
I mean, I don't know if that was exactly the trick, but he fucking shreds it.
No, he does kill it, and you're blown away.
See, I think
I thought it was fake the first.
I think
time I
this
saw it.
Yeah, I thought it was
90s,
fake
they're all
too.
dressed super 90s, like baggy jeans and stuff. I think that'll come back over
Oh,
skinny
it's definitely
jeans.
it's already on its way.
Because I bought some jeans that were not as skinny as normal. Like I have some.
Holy shit, dude! Owen Wilson, you know.
But just I mean, I think those guys are from Texas actually.
Owen Wilson?
Owen and Luke.
I don't think so.
And I believe so.
I want to say they're from Ohio.
Oh, I would probably say either California or Texas, but
Let's go back to the metal band thing.
okay. I think sometimes you. Oh, okay. Well,
So,
the guy Wheeler Walker Jr. He is a country singer, and he
Like I watched these videos one time about like, I was just curious. I was like, actual satanic bands, and it was like listing off a bunch, but it
Yeah.
never said shit about like why they thought they were actually satanic. Because I'm like,
He's from Dallas.
bands that take it like actually have lyrics about like Satanist shit and
Like
claim to be
like Demu
Satanist-
Borger or something
yeah.
like that. Yeah. Is that how you say that? Demu Borger? Demu Borger?
like do actual satan like
Yeah.
have
Yeah. I
props.
cast
Yeah, like
locust upon
crazy,
thy
like-
family.
Yeah, like black metal shit.
Yeah. Is that Tyler the Creator?
Yeah.
That was like a fucking Motorola Razr video.
Dude, this is my.
Wow.
My hero.
Oh wow.
Dude, I kind of think he's kind of a faggot.
I mean,
Damn, Dylan.
keep in mind he's only
You
been
hear
doing
this?
ollies and heel flips.
Why with the F word?
Yeah, dude. You
Oh
serious?
shit! I forgot we're actually streaming, but
I'm gay.
by that I just mean kind of
Brent's
faggot.
favorite.
That said Hospin, not Hobson. Did you see that? They misspelled Hobson.
Me and Dylan for a long time wanted to buy a fisheye camera lens and like make videos
Yeah,
like that.
Why not? I'm convinced that we need to make. That's really actually really good. That was actually really good.
Yeah, it was
Tray
a
flip? Justin Bieber. Dude, Justin Bieber, no matter how good or bad he is, he's gonna have like 1,000 people gather around watching him.
If people
Yeah,
could
it's
watch
like-
him shit, they'd fucking do it.
Yeah, and it's like a basic ass thing. He's like,
Yeah, look,
I'm
it's
gonna,
like-
I'm gonna make donuts this morning. They're like, what?
Did you see Logic just announced that him and his wife are getting divorced because he was happier single?
Well, that's the reason to do it.
This is like the same kind of shit that. This is like the same kind of shit that
You do.
I do on a daily basis.
Garrett just skates around his apartment.
Lil Wayne, of course.
Have you seen Lil Wayne trying to play guitar?
Yeah, it's
It's
crazy.
fucking
He has a
horrible.
whole song where he does it. There's
It's
a
like
song-
watching
he
an
has
animal
songs.
dying.
Look, man. Sometimes you get. He's just good at just okay.
Ooh, manual. Or watching videos of Lil Wayne manualing.
For hours on YouTube.
Damn, that's actually really good. That wasn't bad, man.
Jason Lee's
Yeah,
badass,
yeah,
dude.
yeah.
He owns stereo trucks.
Yeah, this is probably about as good as it gets.
Wasn't he an actual professional like
Yeah,
skateboarder?
Yeah.
He I think he was the founder of stereo trucks.
My friend Joe knows him.
See, I liked
Really?
Mhm. He's from California.
like Lords of Dogtown era skateboarders. I think
What?
that's like the, what?
Okay.
Like when Tony Hawk started?
No, that's like he's talking about a generation before that. You're talking about the cool shit. He's talking about the older shit.
Like the
I
like
know, I-
longboarding
Talking
shit.
like the
I don't
70s?
like it.
You don't like that?
it. No, I like my idea of like badass skateboarding is like 85 to 95.
Yeah, dude. You ever watched just Rodney Mullen?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fucking insane.
Yeah. Well, who's the fucking dude? Who's the dude that dresses like a fucking wizard?
Jason
Like a wizard.
Jason Dill?
No. He's like a hippie.
Chris Cole.
No, fuck Chris Cole.
What? You that was like your idol back in the day.
You're thinking of what's
Back when you like
what's
find a skateboarder
Chris-
that you really like and
Richie
you like
Jackson.
only
Richie
skate their
Jackson.
brand.
Fuck, dude. He's sponsored by Almost.
It's Richie Jackson.
Chris Haslam. No,
No, Chris Cole.
no. Chris Cole is sponsored by Zero.
So is Chris Haslam. No, he's almost.
Chris Haslam Almost. I have a Chris Haslam Almost at home.
Man, this might be one of the coolest.
Chris Haslam
fucking-
is a badass. Dude, pull up some videos of him. Dylan.
Did Wiz Khalifa's grip tape say "Show me your tits"?
Hell yeah.
Probably. Give me that jewel, Dylan. Give me that cool jewel.
So, have you guys seen this guy?
No.
Man, he's just a mind melter, dude.
Very The Grateful Dead.
Oh,
Yeah.
he does like experimental shit like that.
Uh huh. Yeah,
That's like
he,
Rodney Mullen too.
Yeah, he's like splitting trees and stuff. Like he like a tree like splits like this, and he's like going through it and stuff. It's just crazy. Or like he'll like
He's, like,
stall on a
Kind
chain
of like
link
hippie
fence.
type tricks. Like
Fuck.
Right there, like right
dude.
between
That's
that.
pretty
That's
badass.
amazing, man. Yeah, sometimes there's one he does like a
you used to be
wanna
able to
say-
do that on Skate the game, and it was like super
Look
hard to
at
do.
that.
If you do like a kickflip when you go over the rail or whatever.
Oh yeah, yeah.
You know he's hot.
See
as
what I
shit.
mean?
Like temperature wise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
You get comfortable doing it. After
See,
a
I
while,
like
think.
yeah, like
This isn't
Rodney
even a
Mullen
crazy
and kind of like crazy experimental stuff like that. That's pretty cool. Is he about to grind that tree?
Yeah, he does that a lot. I'm gonna try to find his. There's one that's better than this.
Dude, if I saw this guy, that would be dope.
I'd shake his hand.
I'd shake his hand and thank him for his service. I think it's like low on battery.
It is very low on battery. I forgot to charge it last night.
How could you?
What? What the fuck?
That was fucking cool.
He did that like
Even though
he
that's
opened a book.
Horrible face grip.
Like he opened a book.
Yeah.
Here,
Chapter
tell him.
1. Mom doesn't love me.
Chapter 1. Kickflip, bitch.
You know what sucks is that when I skateboard, let's see, hold on, we'll find out. You see like that leaf right there? It would have knocked me down. Like,
Holy shit, dude. That was... Holy fuck. That's really cool.
yeah, all this stuff is just insane, and he can just keep going.
If he would have put the sign back up when he got to the
Oh,
bottom, that
yeah.
would be fucking
Look at
dope.
that,
Holy
dude.
fuck. Yeah, see, like he's...
Yeah, whoa!
Dude, that's
That
fucking
is
crazy.
mind-blowing.
Dude, he's fucking...
I can't believe you guys have never seen this before.
No, who is this guy?
Richie
Holy
Jackson.
fuck.
He was 1 footing. Look at that.
Dude, it's almost like... Now I get what you're saying about a wizard. It's like one thing after the other. Like, he goes over something and then there's like a change. He's like, fuck.
Hey, dude, rewind that one.
Okay. yeah, that's kind of where I guess I came up with it too.
I thought
But
you meant
just-
he dresses like a wizard.
No, he just kind of acts like one.
Look at that.
Yeah, watch this next one.
He's like the wizard of skateboarding.
No, not this one.
That dude,
That
that's
was really
fucking
cool,
dope
too.
too, though.
Watch this.
Ah, what?
Dude, could you imagine going to the skate park and this guy's there? You know how fucking badass that would be?
This kind of dude can't skate at the skate park. He has to find shit on the street.
Oh my God.
Oh, dude, the rail's grinding him. Dude,
Is this a real pre-ground?
he's like helping people with their air conditioning. Holy fuck. I love his outfit.
Wow.
Dude, he just fucking backs into it.
Yeah, just slide. He just did that off his leg. Wow.
See, I feel like this guy would be
This
cool
YouTube.
on like a pintail. Like,
Who's he sponsored
what?
by?
This guy could do some
He
crazy
was with
longboard shit.
Independent for a while.
What's his name?
He's an
Richie
independent
Jackson.
label. He makes his own boards.
I would buy his board.
Thrasher.
Holy
maybe.
fuck! He just did like a tray flip and then jumped on a rock. Dude, that is fucking.
And he. Oh my God.
Fuck! Dude, that is so cool. Holy fuck!
That was pretty awesome. Yeah, look at that, dude. I'm like, no way, dude. I'm gonna bust my.
They
ass.
wax the fuck out of
Oh
that.
yeah. Do you imagine the people walking along that afterward?
He forgets to.
Jesus Christ.
Where does he find all this shit? Like, you gotta have like a expansive mind.
He did it back the other way. This is my favorite one. Yes.
Holy shit!
That's my favorite one. It's so simple.
Damn.
Oh
dude.
my god!
This is really cool. Do you see that? Look at that space.
Like, he turns like a really just plain area into like a.
Yeah, that was very small.
Canvas.
Right there, too. Damn it,
He's
dude.
sponsored by Death Skateboards.
Yeah.
Death.
Yeah.
Ow, dude.
He's got gloves.
What the fuck?
Dude, I would love to be his like film guy.
He's riding the cone down the
What
stairs.
in the fuck.
Dude, that is a crazy cool shot. Whoever does the camera work is good too.
It's probably just a nice collection of.
Or is that a drone?
That's probably a drone, yeah.
I guess we could have waited till the end of the.
I wonder
saw
how much.
Thrasher up there.
I've
I
always
just
been
didn't know.
curious, like how much skateboarders, like how much this guy makes for being sponsored by a skateboard.
Mike
company.
Mastroni. I don't know, man. I don't think it takes much to help
Probably-
those people get by, though. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like
No,
it's not like pro
yeah.
skateboarders are money hungry kind of people.
Yeah. They sold out, dude. He just sold out.
Yeah, it's like it's not like they're fucking capitalists.
His whole style just changed.
The amazing. Oh, okay.
Dude, have you seen Tony Hawk lately?
Um,
He's looking rough.
he's probably like 60. Man.
No, like, did you see him on the Olympics? He like did an interview on the Olympics, and I don't know what it was. He looked like he's like
Yeah.
on meth.
Yeah. Hey, I'm gonna blow. This is about to blow your fucking mind right here.
Is this guy?
Dylan?
Skateboarder guy?
Yeah, this is him. This is called the Richie Jackson Show. But when you see who's on this show with him, it's about to fucking kick your ass. Like he's like helping. Lil
A$AP
Wayne.
Rocky?
Like he was like showing Tony Hawk how to do it. He's like
Rob Dyrdek.
He's just photoshopped into these. He was like him teaching Lil Wayne how to skateboard. The Amazing Richie Jackson Skateboard Show. That's amazing.
Wow.
Is this his mustache real?
Yes.
It looks fake. It's like moving up and down.
A small percentage of purists out there would rather watch VX1000 footage of me riding a skateboard. And I'm right there with you guys. It is for this reason that I'm opening the show with the vestiges of a bygone era. Right here is every last one of my unseen standard definition clips. And they will begin playing the second I utter the code word.
Yeah. So this is the first ones that I saw. Yeah, see his hat and stuff.
That's pretty dope.
So this is we're getting very old school with this one.
Even
now.
though
Yes.
he makes it work because he's so good. Could you imagine a guy dressed like that sucked?
Like, dude, you're gonna have to figure it out.
Dude, just stop.
Yeah. He can't suck and look like that. Yes, dude. Those are my favorite fucking ones.
Have you ever thought about that too with like bands? It's like they do weird shit that only would be cool if they're good.
Like blood on the dance floor.
Yeah, because I mean, like I said, you put a little character to your confidence.
Yeah.
I really like
But-
that two wheel.
Yeah, it's hard to stay on. Look, I mean,
Say a
look at that.
band wears like really weird shit and they're really good. It makes it cool. But like, could you imagine seeing a band that's dressed all weird and they suck? That would almost like add insult to injury.
Yeah, what if the Grateful Dead fucking sounded like?
The Grateful Dead didn't wear weird shit.
No,
I think they did.
They were like hippies, dude.
That will be $29.95. Please match hard currency with the USB and CD drive.
What the fuck?
He's saying you have to pay him for that, for what you just watched.
$29.95.
Put it into the side of your computer.
Yeah.
Is an adaptation to the environment, a mutation to deal with a particular obstacle. As we all know,
Okay, I won't lie. Now that I'm looking at that mustache,
It does look fake, right?
I cite
it looks like a fucking filter.
frog and the proboscis monkey. In my pursuit of new adaptations in the world of
No, I mean he had it in the skate videos.
I know, but there's something about the way it's moving that does not look very.
It's because he has.
What's
it
on his
shaped like
chin?
right here.
Is that like a one hair down
Yeah,
his
well,
chin?
what he has is called the Van Dyke. With the, he's a dyke. He's like,
Dude,
Shit, there goes Corey with his silliness.
oh, whoa, another quip.
Do like the thing again.
Dude,
Faced.
You like start making a balloon animal? You're like working for tips at.
song, dude.
Oh shit.
The time has now come for me to thank the people of the internet.
Dude, I think that balloon making is definitely a dying art. You never see a young balloon guy.
Yeah.
In fact, the good which comes my way is so disproportionate.
No, yeah. They're definitely seasoned ballooners.
And I wonder, do they only work for tips?
I mean, no.
Or do you think the
here's the
restaurant
thing.
pays the balloon guy to come in?
Well, I think the balloon is part of other repertoire. You can't just be the balloon guy. You gotta like.
It can be your main gig.
Do you paint faces and do balloons?
Are you the whole package?
Are you clown balloon? Yeah, you gotta be.
He has like a
multiple
brochure with
You're
like
like,
you can
"Oh,
get
no,
the
I'm
paint
just
face package.
the balloon.
If you go with just balloons, it's not the most bang for your buck, but it's cheaper. If you get the entire face paint, balloon, and clown package,
This is where insurance talk comes in.
this is where. Would you like to put down another $100 deposit just in case I show up drunk to get your money back?
Just so you can give me some coffee.
He just tells him, he's like, if I show up drunk, just give me a cup of coffee, I'll be fine. I'm not liable for my own. Dude, what is this?
This is on the same thing. He's just making it.
So is this where he has someone?
Yeah, at some point there's going to be another person.
Of skateboarding. Once a rarity, they are now as numerous as the hot pink trucks that cover our highways.
So a tray flip is like
There are a number of
a 360
backwards
flip
360.
tiny trays.
But what's the difference between a tray flip and a laser flip?
He keeps moving. He's
Step
keep,
1.
I don't know.
A common technique is to hold the board upright, setting the wheel into a spin.
Is he just like trolling people right now?
Yeah.
In a way, yeah.
Come to a complete stop.
It won't stop. You see that? It just kept going and going.
Carroll, an Embercoba, located near California. Principle number 2. This animation will demonstrate principle number 2, the second principle and third law of 360. And there it is. TRE. Timber Rebound Extrapolation. If this is your first
Me and
time,
Dylan used to think it was like a thing to like
please
grind the back of your board on the ground. Do you remember how we used to like
Because
ruin
it
our
made it look
skateboards?
like you had done more.
Yeah.
And
we
we
would,
look like
like-
you had a weathered like an old.
We'd like
you
go
showed,
really
like, a
fast,
war
and
vet.
then the entire way down the driveway, just like grind the wood up
Yeah.
against the pavement,
Yeah. There's
and
only
we'd
so
like
much you
ruin a
can do.
skateboard in like a day.
As of now, we are not able to say what 360 flip actually are.
What is it?
Possible scenarios.
What is
Game,
it?
love, accident, crime, and money. It is through this equation
Yell
we
at them.
arrive at our final answer. By multiplying the options together, we find that 360 flip
Galachum.
is sin. Principle number 12. The
Number
first
12.
360 flips.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Every year, we edge closer and closer to the flip.
He's doing this like a documentary on 360 flips.
Yeah.
Optimistic estimates predict reverse 360.
No, wasn't. He's like, no.
Before the
Wasn't feeling it.
Congratulations. You have now completely mastered 360 flips.
The guy on the bike's just like, nah.
He's
Not
like,
that
that was
impressive.
cool, but I'm not gonna acknowledge it.
I'm not gonna even turn my head toward you.
Just
He like keeps his
runs
head.
away.
There's the rollerblading guy.
Well, that is enough learning for today. It's time to lighten the mood.
Oh, it's Kyle. It's Kyle.
From where?
Kyle XY.
That guy I was showing you. That was like my team.
Did you went to the sports games? Just he was like trying
Yeah,
to. hug
he's like,
people?
so we're here at the ball sports.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so they're really knocking them out today, huh?
And he's like interrupting that news lady. He's like, dude, just let me do my job real quick. And he's like, so we got a home run.
I mean, yeah, he was really zinging.
I wonder if that they know they're part of like, if he just does that to like troll people and catch their actual reaction, or if it's like scripted kind of.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to get that reaction like immediately, but then it like I said, after like a minute or two, people are like, "Oh, you're fucking with me," and then
Right.
it's you know.
Because
what I
like
mean?
when he was interviewing the players and they were like super big dicks to him, I feel like they would
Well,
tell him
they're at
before.
work.
I mean, it seemed like that part might have been
Why
fake,
don't you
but
show up to Corey's work and spray him with a water gun and see how he reacts?
Yeah.
wait, did he spray that? I'm not talking about when he sprayed him with the water gun, but
He didn't do that.
all right, faggot.
Anyway, it's just odd that he was on here. This is the first episode of that. I mean, I love that guy. That guy's hilarious. Okay, so there's one. What's it called?
Nacho's been in here the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's been by my feet, shitting his fucking pants.
In the interview one at the baseball game is called Ball Champions.
Ball champions.
Oh man, when he plays this guy here, and it's called Lost. Oh my god, this is fucking great. He's got so many different characters. It's really amazing.
It's nothing short of a miracle.
He's got one where he's like talking about.
Speaking of
smoking
baseball.
weed. That's all he talks about is smoking weed.
Speaking of baseball,
Mm-hmm.
this is kind of off topic, but when we were younger and played baseball, it was such a letdown that I never got selected to play select. All my friends would be playing select baseball, and I was like, I want to play with them.
I
And
was-
my mom had to kind of beat around the bush, like, you're not that good, so you can't play select.
Damn.
That's when Gary got addicted to hard drugs.
And that's when I started doing heroin.
Damn.
No, but it was kind of a letdown because I was like,
Why do you? Why?
At the same time, I knew I wasn't that
Okay,
good.
so my idea of that when that would happen to me, I would just be excited about hanging out with new people. I was
You
like,
mean
okay,
different, like, people that
yeah.
are on the normal baseball team and not
yeah,
select?
Yeah. I was like, okay, well, there's more people. I already know the other
No,
people,
yeah,
like,
but
in a
when you're
way.
young and you
I know.
want to hang out with, like, your friends,
You're
it was
right.
like,
I'm just really bad at having friends.
Yeah, you've almost pushed me and Garrett away many times.
Okay.
oh, this is the interview guy.
Is that his kids?
Well, listen to him talking about weed, dude.
Good bomb-ass dank ass from up north.
Bomb ass dank ass.
He said bomber stank ass.
His bomb ass dank ass.
Candy, man. Hey, Candy. Yeah, man. Sorry, she's probably acting a little funny today. We just gave her some edibles. Oh, I just Python brand ball. Hand blown glass ball.
Hand blown glass blown.
Say that again.
He's trying to be like the weed guy.
Python brand? Hand blown glass bone? Dude.
This is what everyone at Habits acts like.
Woo! That new be in a cloud of puff fast, man.
That put you in a cloud of puff fast.
I'd like big skunk, right? Some real skunk skunk?
What a skunk
Dang,
skunk.
some bomb ass too, dude. Some real bomb ass dank ass.
I hate people that act like this.
Ooh, I think I did when I box hot, dude. Excuse me? Let me get it, and then let's box hot, dude. Well, I don't know what that means. Box hot the place, dude.
Box hot the
Hot
place.
box? Yeah.
Box hot the place.
She's dealing. She's dealing? Yeah, man. Dealing what? She deals. She hooks it up, dude, fatty style. By the way, you can
Fatty
get
style.
This guy's good at acting like this.
for Ethan.
I love that. You can get half gram for Ethan.
And he just, like, looks away, like...
Dude, some people... Hey, you want me to talk to him? Nah, she can handle it, Riz. Dude, you can get some real skink ass, bomb ass, dank ass skunk like that, dude. That's how you... Woo, that is some good ass, bomb ass burp skirt.
Perp skirt.
That's some skunk gunk, dude.
That's some skunk up dunk.
What? Can I pull on it, dude?
Can I pull on it?
Up north, dude, off the 1.5.
Oh my God.
Hand glow blast glow.
Dude, because they got the farmers, man. It's kush bushes, dude. That's that. It's like scientifically proven, dude. To just, because they take the THC spice, put a little nug in there, dude. Make sure it's crystallized. Dude,
Ooh.
the fumes make it happen, dude.
The fumes make it happen, dude.
That's what? What you that skunk?
Ooh.
He's just like leaning by their piano.
I'm sorry, dude. I'm tripping blazed, man.
I'm tripping blazed.
I'm sorry,
Do you
man.
even smoke weed? No, dude. Dude, no way. Do you know what it is? No, man.
What?
I want to get hot.
Subscribe to Kyle.
So there's two of them that he has this that he's done the weed thing and
Do you even know what it is? He's like, no.
I never touch the stuff. And so like, he's like one part. He's like, that's what we've been smoking. He's like, dude, that's just a house plant. And he looks at him and he goes, dude,
He had his daughter come
just
to the door.
a plant.
This guy's good at acting like that. Dude, you know who this guy acts like, Dylan?
Who?
That fucker at Guitar Center that works there with the, like, long hair and glasses like that.
The one you don't like?
No, and he's always, like, looking up at you with his glasses type thing.
He's the first of the greens. I plan on having 2 more.
Well, he likes smoking. I like smoking. We both decided green tea would be a good name. Hey, Candy, show him the shit you've been working on.
Perp skirt.
Once she starts smoking, she gets so creative. Dude. It says perp skirt, dude. What does that mean? It's isn't that a type of bowl session? She's got a perfection.
Bull session.
Takes off for pops. You're a perfectionist? Yeah, dude.
You talking about that move right there where he's like
He's like-
looking up on it?
What's that, dude? What did you say? Snooki. It's for Croner Brothers, man. CronerBrothers.com. It's our website, dude. Kenny and I are basically co-owners. It's a 420 Friendly Fanatic forum site. And you can go on there, talk to us joiners, talk about how thick your strands are.
How thick your strands are.
What your cloud might be.
What your cloud might be. It's amazing, dude. I from this to the interviews.
What she smoked was laced, dude. Do you want to smoke again? Alright.
I'll go get my pieces.
Smoke too much, dude. You hear that she does, she'll die.
Hey, Greenie.
It's basically a plastic case crib, dude. And you box on it so that the cloud covers. These little babies sleep through the night. So sconed, dude.
So sconed.
So good. Dude, no, it's fun for them. Because they can smoke and talk about, like, creativity and stuff like that.
He's talking like I've heard people actually talk.
Yeah,
about,
that's what's crazy is that this is not that odd.
Yeah, it's like funny, like ironic funny.
They have a thing called like Overheard LA. Have you heard that?
I don't think so.
It's like it's on Instagram and Twitter, and then they have like an Overheard New York, and it's just like people that are like they're saying things that they heard people saying in public.
You've got to follow your child.
He gets close to the camera. He's like, "What she smoked was lace, dude."
He's like, she can't smoke too much or she'll die.
2 kids that are.
Is that? I'm guessing his actual kids are like in these videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes I think I don't even want to smoke anymore, dude.
This is Dylan.
This is Dylan talking about Pedro.
Yeah.
Basically, their mom was a former green addict.
Green addict.
A marijuana addict. And I did not want that in the house, so I told her, you gotta get out. I don't want that influence on our kids. So.
You're running a marijuana culture website with your children.
Brothers.com.
Oh, dude, fucking Nacho, man.
Did you kick her out?
Do that.
For that? That's so retarded.
And then what I did, I don't want my kids to smoke too much. So what I did is I told my kids, I said, she smoked too much and she passed away.
So stupid. Did you ever tell your kids
Because
that
if they
it's
think
not true?
that if their mom smoked too much weed, dude, they won't. They'll go like, oh, I've had my limit, and that way they don't die.
You're not smoking? No. Every time I ask her, she says she doesn't smoke.
That's the first sign of having a problem.
She cannot smoke weed. I don't understand. Is she eating? Is it edibles or is she?
She's smoking the edibles.
The idea of maybe removing marijuana from your guys' household.
I'm starting to think that might be the best idea, dude.
But then why would you start a fucking website?
This guy's a really good actor.
We're low on cash, dude.
But why not start a website about anything else?
Because that's what we know, dude. That's what Candy and I know.
But do you
He starts getting angry.
No, man. Of course not, dude.
Have you ever smoked weed?
No, I would not touch the stuff, dude.
So how is that all you know if you've never actually done it?
Because I smoke every single day, dude. Right now, dude.
What is this?
That is the weed I've been smoking.
That is just a fucking houseplant. You're not gonna get high off that.
Oh, really, man? What do you call that, dude?
It's really fine. Is this whole time you've just been smoking a fucking plant?
Just a plant, dude.
He's like taking so many different directions.
Most hittable Western magazine.
Most
Like-
hittable.
Hey, we don't like bingers.
We don't like
I
bingers.
came here to see how things were going.
I
with
came
you and your family.
Right now, you know I'm Blaze Big, dude.
Blaze
I've
big.
been bar starting all night. You know that I'm eating. You know that these are crystallized strands, and you know that my
His shirt.
6 feet deep. And I got that big on ice, so dude, if you want to smoke, let's smoke. If you want to joke, then get out, dude. Smoke.
Dude, made it. He got him. He got it. Fuck, man. Ah, damn it, dude. I could watch Kyle all day, man. He's great.
All right, well, we're too deep in videos now.
Yeah, I know that happened. It's, I'm sorry.
If you want to joke, then get out.
If you want to smoke, let's smoke.
Have you ever met someone like that that's like super serious and tries to be all like
Yeah.
spin the idea the opposite way?
Yeah, those people that own the smoke shop next door are like that. They're like that. They're like, oh, this is some $5,000. Oh, and like here, glass blowers always have like the dumbest fucking names too. So like when you go to like bring it
Blowy.
up, and stuff, yeah.
Blowy.
Okay, so I'm tattooing this girl, right? And she's telling me about how she's from Colorado. And she was living in Denver, and then
Has
her
to mention
baby
weed.
daddy had, and they were growing a bunch of weed and stuff like that. And she was talking about having a kid and stuff like this. And then she was
It
like,
was pretty much like Kyle.
I can imagine he was probably like that. Well, she said that he was. She said, oh, my baby daddy blows glass too, and so we were just talking about it, and I said, well, what's his name? And she said, I don't know, like, she
Demetrius?
said Tube Sock.
Tube Sock?
Melee or something like that.
What?
Or
Like a
Tube Sock Havoc or something like
Like
that.
a Mad Max name?
And I didn't say anything. Yeah, I didn't even say anything about it. I was like, okay, all right. What, dude? I was like, whatever. She just said this motherfucker's name was Tube Sock, and so like I was like, whatever.
You like want me to incorporate the name in the tattoo?
Yeah. So like we're going on a little bit more, and we're talking about how he had. And she's telling me about how he had gotten in trouble, and that and it was like really disappointing because he like got mixed up in a bunch of shit that he probably shouldn't have and things like that. And I said, well, you did get knocked up by a guy named fucking Tube Sock. And she was like, yeah, everyone says that.
I can see Tube
like,
Socks Baby
Oh my
being
god, dude.
a movie.
Being a normal sock.
I think this is not Tubi
Yeah.
at all.
Not Tubi.
I wanna
That's his name, Tubi.
This is very no-showish. Oh.
I know a glassblower named Bongius.
Bongius. His name's Weed Zeus.
So what do you think? I like your shorts. Hoorah.
Hoorah. These are the ones I got in San
I know.
Antonio.
Did you, have you gotten any, you get a salute from somebody or anything like that wearing this?
No, I do get a lot of discounts.
Cool.
Do you actually ask for
Accidental
military
discount.
discount with shorts?
No, that's
Yeah,
a
that's all you
federal
need.
Crime.
I feel like more people that aren't in the army ask for military discount than actual military
Yeah.
people care about
Oh,
their
yeah.
discount.
It was
Yeah.
a little easy.
Like military people don't care about a 10%
This thing?
discount. I
Yeah.
feel like because that's going to be like a couple dollars maybe that they don't want to have to ask
Yeah,
about.
I'm not even, if I'm a military guy, I'm never even saying that. People ask me all the time.
We're like all not in the military. We're like I wouldn't take my military discount if I wasn't. If I was in the
I'm like,
military.
oh, I would rock that shit.
You're like,
I'm
dude, I don't care about my discount.
yeah, fuck that.
Fuck this
Acting
sock.
entitled, you're like,
I'm doing
I don't care
this
about the
for
discount. Dude, I didn't do
discount.
this for the
I'm
discount.
here for the discount.
Like,
That's probably
if-
the thing that people say.
I
You're like,
do this for
no,
the
they
discount,
ask-
But I will take half.
They're like, do you have a military discount? They're like, yeah. And they're like, I'm not gonna take the discount. Like, I don't care about my discount, but I just wanted to know if y'all have one.
I don't get.
He's
I was
way
in
out of
Whataburger the other day, and these two dudes came in. I guess they were brothers, and they had their kids, and they were like, "Do y'all do a military discount?" I was like, "You're at Whataburger, dude. Can you not afford a normal price point?"
Yeah, that's very odd.
I did this for the discount.
Well, maybe they're like, dude, I'm trying to get this under $20 and feed everybody.
Well,
Maybe
how
not.
do you like? If I worked at a fast food place, I'd be like, yeah, can I see your military ID?
Yeah, I mean that's what you have to show, I believe. You can't just say that to people and then they'll just give you money. I don't think. I
I've
don't
no.
think-
One of my dad's friends was like, he wasn't military, and he would always like ask for a military discount. I'm like,
Do you
dude,
watch the Stolen Valor videos?
yes,
I love those, dude. I love them, man. I don't know why I'm so entertained by it.
like people calling out. Have you seen the GameStop one? It's like super cringy because he keeps asking all these questions. He's like
Yes.
trying to buddy up with
And-
like this other Marine.
And he's like, they're looking stuff up on the phone. And
Yeah.
he's like looking up pictures of his insignias.
And he's like,
or
my,
something.
and you can tell he's getting nervous. He's like, my shit's at home. I don't have my shit here. And they're like, where did you train at? And he's like, I told you, dude. Hollywood or whatever. And they're like, well, we do train. They were like, knew
yeah,
their
they
shit.
cut him off. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're always like, "Bruh." Man, my fucking favorite thing is if you're like trying to like come at someone and like really grill them about like their actions and what they're doing. This is what, and they're nervous. They'll do this right away. They'll get right on their phone immediately.
Yeah.
They will like get right on their phone and then they'll start doing stuff. And I'm like, dude, don't do that phone shit to pretend like you're not paying attention.
To pretend it's so nonchalant that you're just like doing normal things.
Yeah, or you like you're above this. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like, yeah.
What is it?
That's a good
Talking
way to
about-
project that it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
you're
saying?
like, yeah. If you're talking to someone and you get nervous, you're like, yeah, dude. It's like just like spill coffee. Like, yeah, dude,
Yeah,
it's
for-
fine.
on the fucking laptop.
It's like, yeah, dude. I mean, I was in the Marines.
Yeah. I'll look it up. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got a call.
Hoo ha, baby.
Hold on, I got a call. Hoo-ha.
Yeah. You answer your phone, you're like, yeah, hoo ha. Military bros. Hey, remember when we were training?
Yeah.
Do you remember that? You remember that one time?
What are you training for?
Oh, I gotta go.
You remember when we were lifting? This guy watched like Surviving the Cut once, and like he's like, remember when
This
we were
guy?
lifting the log? No, like someone who's trying to
Yeah,
act
he's-
military.
I'm so
He's
confused.
just making fun of me this whole time.
Hell yeah.
No,
No,
like-
we're talking about Dylan.
No, anyone making like trying to fake that they're in the army.
Okay,
they like
okay.
watch Surviving the Cut, and they're like, hey, bro, remember when we were in training? Remember when we lifted the log?
Oh,
Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember when we sung Hallelujah like laying in the water?
Yeah, like,
remember
dude,
that?
You weren't there. Hallelujah, laying in the water.
Remember when we had to do the jump rope thing?
You remember how we didn't get to sleep in ever? You remember?
Dude, remember how we used to wake up?
We ate porridge.
We used to wake up early and eat potatoes. Remember that?
Remember?
So generic.
And I
You
made
remember
the
those potatoes? Oh, dude, we used to make the best potato stew in training.
Yeah. You remember I made the joke? I was like, I made that joke. I was like, oh, if we don't eat fast, we don't eat. And then you kind of had corn come out of your nose, and then we laughed about it all the way to the barracks.
People really have to think deep and be like, "Fuck, dude, did that happen?" because that's like so low level.
You're
Why
trying to
would you make that up? It's like, why would you make that up?
Dude, remember
it
in
has to
training
be
when-
true. Why does he
When I used to honk your boobs.
stop saying "remember training"?
I used to honk your boobs.
Remember when I honked your boobs in training? And then the drill sergeant was like, "Hey, stop that gay shit." And we were like, "We're not.
We're not gay. We're comfy.
When I get, and then I ran over to him and I cocked
Honked
my
his
hand
boobs.
like this, and I screamed "bean dip" and he tased me.
And he said, "No more." Drill sergeants carry tasers just in case someone
They
gets.
did it They did it at our place.
They did it ours.
They did it in our
They-
training.
They used to back when, dude. We had some
You were back
hard
in Fort
motherfuckers in
Myers,
there.
right?
We had some hard motherfuckers that would go ham time training.
They go completely ham time.
We had vigilante trainers.
Some, I like when you have to. I like when you say. I like when people say the meaning of the acronym and then put it at the end of the acronym. So just like you said, like, oh, I knew some hard ass motherfuckers. They always went ham, and then like that's what ham is hard ass motherfucker.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that until now. I didn't even realize
They
that.
used to go. They used to go ham time, and
Dude,
it
remember
was
in
like
training?
as soon as possible.
We were
ASAP.
hard ass.
Remember we used to
As
wake
soon as
up-
possible, ASAP.
As soon as possible, ASAP, ASAP.
Dude, remember in training we used to put our camis on?
We used to put
Our
our.
candies.
Dude, remember our camis were staying that one time? Training?
It's like, oh,
We
why
had
are
to
you?
throw them in the washer. And we had to wait in our undies for the dryer. Our cami undies.
And you threw some bounty on me, and then I started wrestling you to the floor, and we just lay there on top of each other laughing. You remember that?
You remember Trey?
And we both smelled like Bounce, you know, the detergent.
And then the drill sergeant
Every
says,
time I smell that, I get a flashback to Trey.
And the drill sergeant was like, "We don't have to. Who brought Bounce? We used Downy." And then we were like, "I don't know, drill sergeant." We got up, and then we saluted him in our cami undies.
Remember that?
And we were like, "I'm sorry, we weren't. We were just.
Oh my
we were
God.
just." And then we kind of like didn't know what to say.
and there was like a weird tension between us for like the rest of boot camp.
Oh my God.
And then I didn't see you for 3 years, and then
You gave me this napkin right here. It says,
you have like a napkin with writing on it, prepared for all like a conversation
Man.
like this.
Have you guys ever done like improv at all?
no.
I feel like that's something that you two should have gotten into as children.
Improv?
Improv, dude. We should. Y'all want to go to improv together?
I don't want to go and watch someone. I just want to. I honestly, actually, I don't want to do it. I'm not even that great at it. You guys are fucking great at
Dude,
it. though.
we should all do improv.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're doing it right now.
Yeah, I mean,
You were
but
doing
like
it.
with a class with like strangers, I feel like that's when the true improv
Yeah,
comes
you
out.
actually start to get
'Cause
stuff.
being with your friends isn't improv in a way. You know what I'm
not.
saying?
It's not.
Like,
Is it parody? Are you? Is it parody?
No, it's just you goofing around.
That's what parody is, though, right?
No.
That's a good question. Is improv with your friends is technically planned?
So
'cause
what
you're
you
with
were
your
just
friends.
doing is not improv. It's parody improv. You're making fun of like an improvisational person.
I mean,
No, well,
improv
I wouldn't say that.
itself, like going to like an improv like club or something like that, you know what I mean? That's like not improv at all, you know, because you're there to do improv.
Oh, it's very set. It's
Yeah.
like, okay, we're gonna go do our thing.
It's like you're showing up to be
Yeah.
forced to improvise.
Yeah,
but
it's-
it's improvising is really like on the spot. Don't have planned to improvise.
yeah, forced improv. Man,
Whoa.
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah,
My mind.
What a loop.
the real improv is you're walking with your significant other in the alleyway, and all of a sudden a dude shows up with a gun.
Good
And
thing
he says,
Good thing you have your concealed carry.
I mean, hey.
But that's not improv because you're planned to
Planned.
shoot someone eventually.
Good thing there was a gun
I
in
get
the
my
dumpster.
This is premeditated.
I got my concealed handgun and I plan to use this baby one day.
I used to ask my friend.
Shoot someone in the
Nate that all the
7-Eleven.
time. I'd be like, dude, are you just fucking itching? Like, do you ever just get the itch for
He's like-
someone to fucking get twisted with you? I dare you, motherfucker.
You look down, his like fingers are like tingling by his like side.
Yeah.
It's like,
I go,
"Ooh,
quick
baby,
draw my
I
girl."
can't wait till I can draw this revolver and just shoot someone in the 7-Eleven.
He said something. He said
You're
something.
gonna be on like the red watch list.
You said this straight into the internet.
Yeah. You're planning on shooting someone at 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. As you just left there, too.
Is it the dude who sold you the chips?
I open
Oh, yeah,
carry
what
every
happened?
time I pump gas,
What
just in
happened?
case.
What's that? ESPN now.
Rangers minor league hitting coach Howard Johnson suffers cheek fracture after hitting the face with a foul ball.
Cheek. They put check. They spelled it wrong. ESPN does that a lot.
Suffers. Oh yeah, they did.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
They put check.
It spelled like CZ.
That went out to like millions of people probably.
CHE.
It's a type of fracture you can get
Yeah.
that was discovered in Czechoslovakia.
A check fracture.
It's when it makes the shape of the country.
CZECH.
They'll be like, oh.
That was discovered in
this is a
19
classic Slovakian break. Clean
It happened
Slovakian break.
when Olympian Czechoslovakia Dan broke his leg back in '98.
That's his nickname just for his province.
Since then, we've been doing research on the type of break ever since to prevent.
It was unique like a snowflake.
Every
It
bone's
actually
unique.
continued breaking. It had a series of breaks inside of a break that broke down, so that actually it never looked like it stopped breaking.
like,
The
cuts to-
closer you got to it, it just turned into another series
Long
of
story
breaks.
short, he's in a body cast now.
It cuts a scene to like a doctor in like a white apron. He's like explaining what a check break is. He's like, the bones go like this, and when you check break, you're going into the fibers multiple times. Essentially, your bones break, and then it just goes back to the other screen.
It like zooms into the bone. It like comes apart, and you see all the innards, like the marrow.
I'm hoping that the other screen after that is a cutscene of just a guy, like a stock photo of a guy that hurt his leg or something like that.
And
like
it's like photoshopped like sideways.
He's like
he's like jogging on a path, and he's like,
He's like sitting on the ground like this, like holding his leg on like a sidewalk in like running shoes.
short shorts, and like I'm thinking like maybe a blue shirt like this, and like some darker.
like even the trees and stuff in the background are like photoshopped, like warped.
And below the
tell
picture,
that they bent the area where the
Yeah.
leg was, so that like the sidewalk bends,
Yeah,
the street
it's
bends,
like-
the street.
It's all warped.
Man,
below it's a caption. It's like figure 111, man experiencing check break.
that's a stock photo shoot.
Stock photo, April 2004.
I'm gonna go do some stock photography for check breaks and Slovakian fractures.
Dude, I wonder if actors that are in those like generic photos do that for a living. Are you a shadow actor for a living,
You're
or do you
what
do
you
it on the
could've been.
side? Or do aspiring actors do it on the side?
You're like what you could have been. You're just a stock photo now.
Yeah,
You never
Yeah.
see one of them make it
tossing
big.
That's
yawns
true.
around this motherfucker this morning. I'm glad that I got up and have a wait because I got a lot of shit to do today.
I love the the crazy stock photos. Like I have one of this
Dude, I
lady
have-
like beating the shit out of her grandmother.
Yeah, have you seen like that they have like? I mean, I don't know if it's fake or if like they really are real and people have gone back and found them. But there's ones that have like a sequence of story,
Yeah,
a story
that-
to the stock photos.
That one that was the meme that was like the girl holding the boyfriend's hand. He's like,
she's looking back. Yes,
Yeah.
it's a whole series.
Dude,
yeah, she
I-
gets,
when
like,
I was in
pregnant
training-
and then
Yeah.
miscarries. And, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Dude, I have.
What if you could like plug and play, like plug them in, and then they come back in like different scenarios,
Right.
and it still goes, it still works no matter what. But like it's just like pregnant,
It's like she's
miscarry, then she's holding the
Ne-
hand and looking,
and he's
back.
looking for something else.
Dude.
He's looking for someone who's not a dry fucking barren.
No,
Fucking
it's like in a
Baroness.
nursing textbook, and then there's a chapter next where it's the same actor, but the baby's born in the photo. So it's like a different chapter, but they use the same like photos for like the pregnancy thing. So it's like an entire different dimension in the book.
yeah,
where she lives.
Shit. Oh yeah. Fuck.
She's like in an orphanage, like in a basket.
Okay, I was gonna say when I was in
one of
training,
those boxes at a firehouse.
when I was in training for like being in
Okay.
a call center,
Okay.
there's like a shitload of really funny stock photos they use. Let me see.
Oh, you have those on your phone saved? Oh
Yeah.
my fucking god.
This is my favorite one. I made a meme out of it.
Oh, that's great. That looks like Brian Callen.
Brian Cranston.
This is the meme I made.
What does it say?
I love memes too.
But yeah, that's interesting. Like, someone who is either an extra or like does really small acting gigs like that.
Oh man, I always get so lost in the thought process of like what those people are doing and stuff.
Like, is there any extra that's famous for among the movies industry for being an extra?
Like he's the top. He has hit the extra ceiling.
Like, they're like, you have to get Brian.
Where's Timothy?
And he's like, he's the best extra
like,
ever.
look, if you need a good front seat bus driver,
this is the
bus
man
passenger,
for the fucking job.
man, so good at sitting. Sit for days.
He will do whatever you fucking tell him.
If you see his back, the angle, he's got a little bit of scoliosis, so that shows that earlier in life, he was also a driver. He was sitting there forever.
He's a master at like subliminal acting like that.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
a master of
He
like
says
being
that
like an extra that also has whatever background they want him to have.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yeah.
reference the bus driver later in the movie as an ex of my wife, and if you pay attention, this dude has a
I love
tattoo of
shit like that in
Molly
movies.
on on his arm.
Yeah. Man,
Let's name
he
this
goes
character
deep.
Molly.
He goes deep to get the thing. Okay, there's a show, Extras. There is a show with Ricky Gervais.
That they interview like extras.
No. It's called Extras. They're like, that's what they do.
Let's just call Tanner.
It's like The Office.
It's like a reality show, or
It's like The
a
Office,
sitcom,
pretty
like
much.
a sitcom.
But yeah. But like their thing is that they are extras. And
That'd be
shows.
easy
I believe
as fuck.
So. Yeah.
I mean, I wonder. I say that. Is it easy to be an extra?
You want to call Tanner?
Dude,
did
he
give
has
us a lot of insight on it. He really did.
But
I
he's
mean,
in Africa right now, actually.
That's where being an extra gets you.
yeah, okay, well, not gonna do that.
I've
kidding.
got a funny story to tell you after the podcast is over, though.
No, it's not.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, let's not be all.
Why not?
It's racist.
Well, you didn't have to... Okay, all right.
All right, well, cover's
Yeah,
blown
all right,
now.
we'll see you guys later. Thanks for listening.
We forget
The
that.
cover's blown now.
We are all white
Yeah, what if you
supremacists.
say this and then our like viewer ratings start to spike? People are like, not in like
Oh, that
I
would
can't
definitely
believe he's
happen
gonna
if we
say
like
something.
said something like
No,
that.
I'm saying like, what if
We get like a really racist fan base.
yes,
It's like, oh, let's see what he has to say.
yeah, they're like, finally someone says it.
Westboro's following us.
They just said it like it is.
I'm
Said it like it is.
Funny as
No
shit.
sugarcoat.
Funny as fuck.
Man, I always wear tank tops too. I was tired of wearing t-shirts here, and I like.
Do you
pull
wear
my shirt off.
jorts?
It's got like swastikas right here. There's two little lightning bolts like on my neck.
Oh my god.
You've got like a wife beater, denim shorts, and like Nikes on.
I'm straight out of American History X.
denim shorts. Cotton shorts.
I've got my cargo shorts and a pair of low top Converse.
Dude, when we went to San Antonio, I was on the hunt for these specific fucking pair of cotton shorts, dude. We went all over the place trying to
Cotton
find.
shorts.
Yeah, we went to a neighborhood Walmart. What was with that Walmart? man?
Like just cotton
It
shorts in
smelled-
general.
It was like old.
it was like an
concrete.
Old, it was like an old
floors.
Minyards or something like
But
that.
I mean,
yeah.
it was smack dab in the middle of the dirty part of San
It was
Antonio
in the
too.
fucking hood, man. You should have gone with us. Hey, did we not tell you that we were going until? Did you not know that we were going until to San Antonio? Until you
No, you
called
did.
and said, "What are you doing?"
Oh, okay.
No, y'all did.
Okay.
I'm pretty
We felt
sure.
bad. We were
Figure it
like,
out.
did we
You're
just
like,
not
"Oh,
say
fuck,
anything?
dude."
to him?
No, y'all told me about it. Dylan told
He's
me
like,
about
"No,
it.
he's like, yeah, you told me a lot. You still didn't invite me."
You could.
That's true, actually. You guys talked all about it and didn't invite me. So fuck y'all. I just like kill myself on
Well,
air.
we didn't do it. We didn't invite you because we were planning on going on a Wednesday at first.
It
and you're
did get
not off.
fucked up. That is the big reason.
And then it ended up working out. We still had a week's notice. It was really 2-week notice.
Man, I was so.
I had like a
I
bag packed.
I wasn't like exhausted. I was ready to go. It was like. I mean, I had a great time, but it was super draining at the end of it. I was just like, fuck. I mean, when I dropped you off at your apartment, from there to here was the longest part of the fucking trip. I was
Really?
just like, calm the fuck on, man. I'm like,
Yeah, we just listened to like this podcast about a dude solving a crime for like 4 hours, and then
You never
the
listen to
ride
any
up
more of
there
that?
was quick as shit though, dude.
You never listened to
I'm
any
gonna
more of
pee
that?
real
We finished it.
No, you didn't. No. When she said he killed himself, it goes into. There's like 6 episodes of that. We listened to 2.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he like leaves a bunch of stuff behind, and a bunch
Is it
of
like a true story?
Oh yeah. Those people that I mean, that's those people that are being recorded on there are the real people. I found this thing that he was talking about, that like rose maze that he had, the hedge maze that he had in there. Well, it's actually a thing. I mean, someone has a video of it online.
Of his?
Because people like took like drone shots of it after the thing. Let's see. John B. McLemore.
The whole thing sounded like super surreal. Like you could tell it was gonna get crazy. Dude's a good storyteller.
Check this out. This is something that John McLemore made for this guy.
I mean, he makes crazy sundials and clocks. That's what I'm saying. He's. Is that called an amicus? An amicus is a thing that
Abacus?
An abacus.
Abacus is the like counting thing.
Okay, what's the thing they make that's there's something else. I'll look it up later. There's a thing that you make that's like a sundial, and it also knows like where the positions of the Earth or the stars are, and it knows like the time. It'll give you the time, the positions of the sun, everything just by looking at this thing. Man, astrolabe.
Okay.
Whoa.
You just knocked that bitch out of place.
Yeah, you
What?
got our camera angle off. Yeah, dude. No, you're good. You're good. We're almost done. You see that thing spinning on there? And so it gets true north. It's a compass.
What is this? He's like, actually, what have I done?
This is this thing that it's almost. This guy makes these insane clocks and stuff like that, and like it's like a.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Hopefully we're still going live.
Yeah, dude. And the whole thing about him like hating people with tattoos, but he had like his whole chest covered and shit. That was
But that
Who is this?
He was saying that he did it to help them too.
Right.
You know what I mean? He knew they needed the money, so like he was gonna. His name's John B. McLemore. This is a podcast you should listen to. It's called Shit Town. Have you
What's
heard
it about? He makes shit?
Murder and fucking.
Oh,
it's like a crime show?
suicide and- yeah, this is him.
that's him.
Yeah.
We ain't nothing but a nation of goddamn chicken shit, horse shit, tattletale, pissy ass.
He has his nipples
whiny,
pierced, too.
flabby, out of
And
shape,
he's really
fake
thick nipples.
looking damn twerp fest, peeking out the windows, slipping around, listening on the cell phones and spying the people.
What is he talking about?
Peeping the crack of the goddamn
People.
door, listening in the fucking sheetrock. Yeah, Mr.
Listening in the sheetrock?
Please, show some fucking mercy. I mean, come on, drop a fucking bomb, won't you?
What?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
This is
Okay.
This is his dad.
Yeah, and that's just
the fuck?
tattooed whips, like lashes.
Ew.
But they were doing that to him and tattooing it on him too.
What do you mean?
He's kind of a masochist too.
He was getting whipped?
He wasn't. He was gay, but he was in a town that he couldn't be gay in. That,
Right.
You know, he couldn't really be openly gay in. So I think he just got into these like friendships that were kind of like really. He's like a celibate gay guy. You know what I mean? And like he just kind of gets a little pleasure from other ways. His nipples. They were saying that those guys in the tattoo shops were saying that that he would make them pierce them, and not even get anything. Like he just wanted them to run a needle through his nipples.
Ugh.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, so this all kind of like spread saying that it's from the stuff that he used to make these like these clocks, these insane sundial clocks that are worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars and shit like that. Like, and he knows how to make elements change by like magnetizing them inside of like sodium sulfur and stuff like that. Like you can make something that's copper look gold. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
you can
like
plate
faking it?
Yeah. And so like, he could do all that stuff, and so like a lot of the process involves like burning mercury and stuff like that. So
Just to like color
They're
the.
saying this is what his.
yes, I don't know.
That looks way too big.
Yeah, I mean, don't remember. They have it on here. They have it on here right here. Rose Mays, John B. McLemore, Rose Mays. Yeah, here it is right here.
Okay, so you see that thing that it is right there?
Yeah.
That circle. I'll show you too in just a second. Okay, you see that right there? This is called This is called like
This is the clocks he makes.
No,
That's
this
a-
is a fucking This is like a rose garden hedge maze, but he's dead, so it's not being taken care of. But like that's what it was. This is just one of the things that he's making. This is crazy.
He's just like a weird guy.
Super weird,
Dude, fucking.
But this
nutty.
is called the Mind Maze. Like this is something like I used to watch this show Oz. And
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna look it up right here. Oz Maze.
Also, for the record, anyone listening, Corey has officially outgrown my clout, apparently.
Man, it's so hard to find things from that show because people don't know much about it. Anyways, that same exact pattern that guy has in his maze, they like painted it on the floor in this show that I used to watch. They like painted. There was a big murder in this gym and stuff, and it's in a prison. Have you seen this?
What?
Oz?
No, I've heard of
Man,
it though.
It's great, man. It's such a good show. You guys would like it a lot. Anyway, so he paints that on the floor inside the like gymnasium where these guys were murdered and stuff because like he thinks instead of like giving them an area to go to be violent towards each other, he can like give them an area to go to and like try to walk through the maze and think out their problems and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it looks just like that. Like it's almost exactly the way
Like
that guy's is.
What's that design called? Kind of like
It's
tribal,
oh.
like
It's just
Celtic
a
or Celtic or whatever.
Oh, maybe like Celtic. Yeah. You know, I guess it's just geometry, really. I was watching this thing the other day. That's Donald Duck in Math Magic Land. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
It's from like 1954. It's really good, man. It's like really good. And they're talking about like the Fibonacci sequence and like fractals. Pretty much what I was talking about earlier. When
Yeah.
you're like looking at something, and this is from the 50s. When you're looking at something and then you get closer, like I guess so. Like this
That's what the Fibonacci sequence is.
Yeah, is that it? Oh, no. Well, the Fibonacci sequence is an equal amount of measurements. So, like a nautilus shell, you know how they spiral down. Well, that's like repeating itself, or a pine cone is growing perfectly. That's the Fibonacci sequence. How things keep reducing into a pattern, and you at some point you don't see them anymore. But does that mean
It's
that the
still
pattern
happening.
doesn't keep going? Yeah.
Kind of like DNA.
Yeah, exactly like that. So here's the thing that comes from this, and on a bigger scale, is they have a thing called the coastline paradox, and so if we measured the coastline of let's just say America and say I believe the coastline is like somewhere around like 19 or 20,000 miles or something like that. Like that's like the coastline, but other people have done the measurement with different studies and stuff like that in the coastline, and they've gotten like 35,000 instead of 20,000.
Well, because the coastline can change though.
Yeah, I think it matters in the amount of distance that you're measuring the coastline. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
like it's
if-
going to be the same around, but it can go further out and make it.
Yeah, if we measure from 50 meters, it's like say we measure from like 50 meters from the coast, you know, from
Yeah.
a certain point, then we're gonna. But if we measured 100 meters from the coast, the number that we measured in distance would go down, or that, you know what I mean? Like 100 is in how far we're measuring from the coast. So like if it has a little bend or something, we don't count that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the number of the mileage goes down, even though your number is greater.
Mhm.
So if you took that down to 50 meters, then your number would go up. Like your total number would go up. So this is called the coastline paradox. And I mean, technically, does a coastline ever end? You know what I mean? Like they're saying, like even if you took it down to a foot and then an inch and then eventually you're like on the molecular level,
Yeah.
and you're trying to like split atoms to find, and then you find out that's almost like infinite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a coastline changes every second. As soon as a wave crashes and pulls back, something's sand has been moved. It would be impossible. It's
Damn,
almost
that's
impossible to think about a coastline. You know, the 50 meters is like what they try to do, though.
I love watching shit about like paradoxes.
Yeah, it's
So
pretty
crazy.
fucking wild. Anyways, so I've been thinking about that a lot, like the measurement around stuff and things, and like how a fractal works too. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever like looked at you can look at like lakes and stuff like that, or like rivers and like that are along, or like if a country is like along an ocean and they have these like these like fingers that jut in, that are like streams and creeks and lakes and stuff like that from the water, and then you get like closer to it, and like maybe you focus on one stream, but then you still see that it's still doing that. You know what I mean?
So technically the ocean's like connected. You're saying?
Yeah, in a weird way.
It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, terrifying.
And there's like the one where it's like finite infinity, you know what I'm saying? Or what's it called when it's like infinity, but it's like technically there's no end, but we do have a limit of numbers we can actually count to.
A Googleplex. Me and Dylan looked that up the other day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. A Googleplex is the highest number. It's an infinity. It's something that goes on forever, but that's all we're going to put on it. That was it, right? That was.
Then why would we just call it infinity?
Because infinity is
not finite.
Yeah. Infinity's, I guess, too open. Infinity doesn't really hold a whole lot of value.
It's too cliche.
Yeah. I don't think it has a whole lot of value to people, like an infinite thing, because that sounds stressful. You're like, forever?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's a Googleplex of my love for
Well,
you.
that's like you could go into the argument about like
see that. I'm
space.
like,
Understand that.
It's like space. Is there actually infinite amount of? We should have done this in the beginning.
You got me fucked up now.
Is there
I know,
actually
I
an
was
infinite
watching
amount of
Richie Jackson videos.
space, or
Man, I feel like we're all just on. I feel like
or tiny dots?
Yeah,
Space.
it's-
I think space is a higher.
We're
I
like
think space
equivalent to an atom,
yeah, we're like molecular shit.
But the thing is,
but then we have molecular shit.
there's like a crazy. There. I mean, as far as we can
It's just
go.
like I'm high.
No. As far as we can like see and go, it looks like space is forever. It
we
could.
haven't
It
seen
could.
anything to say since
could
that it
end
stops.
a mile past where we can like see.
Uh-huh.
But if a Googleplex is what we can understand and what we can like see, I think space is a higher increment. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Because we can understand a Googleplex. We don't know what the fuck's out there in space.
You, like,
There's got to be some
put me
sort
on
of
a ship.
term.
Put me on a ship now. I'm the
Suit
guy on
up,
the
let's
Tesla.
suit-
Call you
me
when I
up.
get there.
I'm the guy on that Tesla.
What if we're just always going the wrong way?
Yeah.
Like
Like,
what if there is a shorter distance to the end
On
of
the
the
other side of the sun?
universe? Yeah, or something like that. Instead of just doing it. Man, I was looking at this stuff on how they were landing on Mars. You know what I mean? Like, or how they would get those SpaceX and stuff. And like it's so crazy, dude. It's so crazy.
They make it look effortless that they're just gonna land a car on.
Yeah, but they like toss that shit in through orbit. They use an orbit of an Earth. Like it goes up, it goes around the Earth. It gains speed. Like it gets like traveling at like full velocity, and then they just change the direction of it while it's what I mean, and then use thrusters to push it out at that velocity, right? So we'll be going around and around and around and around, and they'll
it's
shoot
using
it at
gravity
a
as
point.
like a boost to get out onto
Yes.
But that's crazy
But even
because
after that, they have to shoot ahead of it. Do you know what I'm saying? So like, Mars is beyond us, or closer to the.
no, it's farther.
It's further. Yes. So it's outside. So we're moving like this, and like as we're moving.
no,
like,
is it closer?
It's on the other
no,
side
it's
of
on the
Venus.
other side of us. Yeah. Yeah. It's between
Stupid
us
as
and
hell.
Venus. So yeah. Okay. So this one. Okay. So imagine like here's the sun in the middle, and this is going around. Well, then Mars is on the outside of that going around. So it has to spin around the Earth and then shoot. Right as like Mars is coming around, you know what I mean? Like they have to be able to shoot, but then they have to shoot up to this point so that when the Mars passes, they're intersecting at the same time. You know what I mean? They can't like be like it's
Just
not
tail
like
it.
Dude, that's crazy that you can use gravity.
right at Mars.
You're essentially using gravity to be launched into,
another
like,
gravitational
just space.
force.
but there's no once you're past Earth, there's only the gravitational force of like this, like the
Yeah,
universe
I believe that
or the
you
galaxy.
Have to, I believe that you have to. Like, and this is another I think common misconception. I think people think you're hopping in the satellite, hopping in the thing, and you're just
And it just goes
jetting
one
straight
direction?
at something. No, yeah, I do not think.
well, you're
that
still
that's a
going
thing
around
at
the
all.
sun.
Yeah.
Are you?
Well, you get past. Well, this is the thing that happens, and just like I was saying, when they spin around the Earth and shoot to something else, you have to pass your way through the universe like that. You know what I mean? Like that's why satellites take so long to get out, because they have to get into a lunar orbit. They have to rotate around the Earth or around a planet, gain the speed, and shoot to the next one. You can't. I don't believe that you can just fly straight in space.
Yeah. See, I was like, can you get out of the gravitational pull of the Earth and just go straight, and all the universe passes around you, or are you still
Are you
going
always
with,
feeling some
or are
kind
you
of
still
force?
going like that with the planets? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, space is bending, so it's a crazy. I mean, think about how space bends. Fuck. Jesus Christ.
Dude, we should have a space cast.
Yeah, I mean, look some stuff up. Let's get better about sending fucking ideas to each other and stuff. If you like, I guess we'll look up a Google file thing or something like that. And I know what you mean now. I can put okay,
Like a
so,
drive.
Yes. So let's dude, did I tell you guys how many fucking planets there are in the solar system?
How many?
How many do you think there are
In the solar system?
in your solar system, in the Milky Way galaxy?
9, right? Are you including like moons? No.
Are you
I'm
including-
asking
are
you.
you
I'm
including
asking
stars?
you. There's no stars in our. There's only one star.
Dumbass. It's basic space, dude.
I don't get that either. I don't get the fucking star thing and the moon and the sun star. Those are stuff. Okay, how is the sun the star? How is the sun a fucking star?
Well, look
but
at how
those
many
other
fucking-
motherfuckers out there are. You're telling me they're suns because this motherfucker's huge.
Yeah, and does every star have a solar system? Because if so,
What
That's
are
a
we? Yeah.
shitload.
What is our star? Is our star just a twinkle up in the sky?
No, they say that they say
Fuck. I never thought about it like
from
that.
a different
Yeah.
every other star is people looking at the other stars thinking
say-
they're just
They say
stars.
that those really bright ones that you see, I mean, they're already dead, but they are suns like further
Dude, there's
away that
definitely
are bigger than
fucking
our sun.
people
They're
out
dead
there.
and the light is still coming.
Yeah.
The light is still.
Yeah, there's
traveling
other
through
people in
space.
solar systems, and we're just one of the dots in their sky.
Have you seen that thing where they like caught a
wonder what
nebula
they named-
explosion?
Wonder what they named our star.
Other people?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
all the stars have like names and
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Have you seen that thing where they
Sun.
caught that nebula explosion?
They still call it the
nebula
sun.
explosion like live, like the astrologists like watched it happen, but they were saying that amount of light that they saw when they saw that it was like some 300 million years old.
Yeah.
That flash of light that they saw. That's so crazy, you know, because you could like see it. You're like, it's coming, it's coming. I don't know. It's just fucking crazy.
But,
So
like-
light just keeps passing, and are you saying that light just keeps going until it hits something?
Yeah.
And it's crazy to think like,
Why doesn't
what,
it keep going after that?
what about
Radiation
light?
keeps going.
what is that doing at this exact moment? Like, if you were to freeze time and go to that location,
It's just,
It would be nothing.
Dead. Yeah.
But
yeah.
the thing
crazy.
is, I wonder how close you have to get to it in order for it to go away.
Do you think that that's the way to travel? Is to piggyback your spirit onto those like what?
your spirit,
Yeah, I don't know. Your fucking
like
I don't
consciousness,
know,
like
yeah.
if we
Pass your
would've-
consciousness onto something that's fucking shooting.
like
through
put all
space
the
like that.
bullshit, not bullshit. Put all like science aside. Like in this exact me touching this right here at this exact moment, if we were to be over there, like not use the whole like speed of light thing,
Okay,
but like
okay.
if we were to be
at that place at
at
this
that
point in time?
at that exact place right now, would it even be now? Is that even how it works? Would
I
it
don't
even
think
be
so.
now there?
No,
Like you
No,
know what
it
I'm
would
saying?
be- would it be
because
then?
like if we were to
we're going to see something
like
that we
as
saw.
I'm touching
then.
this, go like what's happening right now in that area?
Okay, so here they say that this, and you said put all the science aside, and so this is something that reminded me of it. So we have a weird way of thinking about time because we've made that, and we've made it point A to B.
Yeah, like
1 hour to the next, 1 day after another, 1 month, 1 year. Boom, 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 boom. And so we think about things in a line. We don't think about things. Okay, so the best representation I can see.
like our minds can't even comprehend it.
Yeah, the best representation I've seen of this is think of like every moment that's happened and like the things that I'm doing and saying right now. Think of it falling into a time warp. You know what I mean? And the best thing I could say is this guy was like in front of a camera and he was like, people think about time like this, and then he started moving, and when he was moving, his head, like the movement of his head would kind of like keep going. You know what I mean? He just had trails. You know when you like put it on your mouse on your thing,
Yeah.
and it's like a little trail
Yeah.
like that. That's kind of how he was doing. And he was like, "But you're only seeing the secondary part of this. What about what's coming? What about?" It's hard to figure out. It's hard to really explain too. But time
Vsauce video.
Yeah, time is time is a measurement that's like that we've put constructs on, but like it's honestly it's all around you. And some people that do a lot of drugs and things like that, they say they like see people moving around, and they think they see people and stuff. Like, what if you're actually losing the thought process of the man-made time? You're like losing that concept,
shit.
and you pick up and you're seeing past places you've been, and maybe that little blip in time is still there.
It like
Maybe
opens
you're
up that
using
part of
the
your
other-
mind to where you can actually access like that.
So we only
kind
use
of
like
shit.
you were.
25% of our brains.
Yeah. No. God damn it! Don't do that.
Dude, we should have started this talk at the beginning.
I know this always happens, and then Dylan doesn't say anything.
I like listening. I like listening.
Dylan's like, what if we were...
I
What if
would
we were
talk if I
us?
wouldn't keep getting interrupted.
Who? We have. I think we've done a really good job today of not.
We have done a really good job.
You'll normally interrupt me.
I know. That's
But-
actually what the fun
But
part is.
the whole thing with the stars is it's like if they die, then how come we have like the Little Dipper and shit? Like, do the stars just fall in place like that again, or is
It's
it
like their light is traveling.
Well, it's
And
like
that's a significant.
It's such
thing.
an open
because they
area.
shine for a fucking long time.
Like,
so
they
what
shine
if
so
what if they
bright.
just haven't what if they just haven't died like in our lifetime yet? And maybe in 200 years they die and they all get a whole nother set
200?
of stars with a whole nother set of fucking astrological.
I've never. I will have. We really have to look this up now.
Well, that's why, just like you said, when stars are brighter or whatever, it's stars that are like about to die, or we're seeing the end of their life.
Like how you flick a Christmas light a couple times and
But
it
I
gets really
think
bright and then it fucking
a
pops.
star's lifetime is like so
We really
crazy
have
that
time and space.
our short little speck of like seconds in the universe that are human lives, it's like we're not even going to get to see most of that because that's going to happen over such a bigger actual timeline than just what our tiny like life
we
is.
got to see a black president.
It's almost like the fractals thing, where something looks large and you get closer.
Yeah, to us,
time is like
we live
that
like a
too.
super long life.
Yes.
To like humans.
Like, oh my
but
God,
we're
it's
really
100?
we are like less than a millisecond in
Yes.
the like entire actual timeline of the
It's
universe.
like mega dog years.
Man, time is like a.
We've already
coastline
died.
paradox, too.
We're just still shining.
Okay, what was I saying?
The stars and like the Little Dipper and shit like that kind of stuff.
Humans are like dying stars too. They shine brightest when they're about to go out.
about to go out.
My first example, Nirvana.
Kurt Cobain. Dave Grohl's shining the brightest.
He's about to die.
Save that. Put that in my notes.
Got it. Dude, let's seriously next time get really high and do a space cast.
Yeah. Well, I would like to keep doing this one, but I have to go to work.
Hell yes. Or not hell yes,
I wonder
but
if
hell
my
yes
wife's
for next
awake.
time.
Did you see her out there? You
No.
hear her moving around? She's dead. All right. Well,
Thank
Thank you
joining
for
the
anyone that was
Mutation
listening.
conversation.
yeah, that was a great time.
We've had a solid 0 listeners this whole time.
We're gonna be back.
One of our
On track
videos-
now?
Yeah. I'm gonna try to do this a lot. I'm not try. It is gonna be back to normal. We had one video that got 100 views.
We have a couple videos with 100 views.
Oh really? Okay. Well, the early ones, the first ones.
Half of them are us, but that's still 50.
I was watching it a lot back then, but either way. Okay, so let's get focused on having shit to talk about because
Yes.
we were doing a good job of that. We were doing a really good job, and then
Yeah, we just
Dylan
got out of the
made
swing,
us
but
take
we
a
just
bunch
need
of
to get back
fucking
in the swing.
mushrooms. Yes, yeah.
Ever
So-
since the mushrooms, we just fell apart.
Yeah, like when we came in and we were equipped with the guy that fell off the tower. Remember that one?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah.
was we were fucking rocking and rolling. We were boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
boom.
we'll just
we
have-
have ISIS videos on stack.
Oh
Let's
my
make
God.
the
Yes,
Google Drive, and
that's
we could just
great.
upload documents and
Hey.
shit on there. Howdy, hey.
How's it
How are
going?
you?
There you go.
I like the eyeliner thing there. You wanna, it is kind of cool. You want to come on? She's like, no, I don't want to even stand up. I'm surprised you were moving around. What's up? How do you feel? I feel better now that I woke up and moved around, but I wasn't feeling great earlier.
Did you have a pretty crazy night?
I just woke up at 8.
We spent $300 at that place.
What place?
At the bar.
Guess how much our Uber was?
Like $50.
Oh, okay. I thought it was 100, but okay, cool.
No.
Oh, because we went somewhere else and got it. Oh, that's right. $300? Someone fucked us.
No, we were just buying everybody's stuff.
I didn't buy anybody. You, maybe.
And I was buying everybody's stuff.
Oh, okay. The only thing she said, come here. So we spent $300 at that bar, and then now we've gotten to the bottom of it where you were just inside buying drinks for everybody.
You know, it's
For all
really
those
good for a
12-year-olds
hangover.
there.
12-year-olds.
There's a jump rope in there.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Dude.
you should start.
Try
doing
doing it on mushrooms. That's
some-
the worst.
I got to like
You're in a
30. No, you didn't get.
no, I got to like
the
11.
jump rope was like a universe.
What?
Are you done recording?
Yeah, we're about
Yeah.
to be
I was
done.
gonna shut the door.
No, don't shut it. You're fine. You're fine. Okay.
Thank you for joining us. Anyone that joined us
Yes. Have a great evening.
this
and
time
We love our
and the
fans.
next
Have a great
time
day.
or
Sunday.
the last time.
Sunday is the day of the Sabbath,
first
so
time.
go out and praise the Messiah.
Sacrifice a goat.
Today is the day for Allah.
Ooh. Allah Akbar.